Amy McElroy. Amy was a co-founding father of Academy Productions and a co-host of the GHS morning announcements. She was a Democracy in Action teacher, a summer intern with Shroot Farms, and was editor-in-chief of the Tartan Shield. She enjoys writing historical and magical raps, performing improv at Second City, stalking Leonard Nimoy, and learning presidential trivia. She will be attending UCLA with a major in English. And now it is my privilege to introduce Amy McElroy, who will deliver the valedictorian's address.
Hey guys, I'm a little shorter, sorry. I'd first like to thank Mr. Bruce, the board, Dr. Nichols, and Ms. McNaught for being here tonight. Wow, I don't know how I'm going to do this without Alex. Okay. As I began to write this speech, a blank Word document was opened, and 3 hours of music videos on YouTube and 8 simultaneous Facebook chats later, all I had written were a couple of fairly stereotypical openings. They graciously thanked the administration for allowing me to speak today, detailed the excellent education our school has provided, and even quoted a few fitting lines from the graduation song by Vitamin C. There were parts about finding ourselves under the oak trees high, bleeding scarlet, black, and white, or remembering fondly the best years of our lives. But it all came off as forced and generic, without any real meaning. But in my quest to find a better way to get my point across, and meanwhile satisfying my time-wasting complex, I found something to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. At first, I was merely entertained by a YouTube clip of 2 bright-eyed hobbits wandering barefoot around the landscape of New Zealand. But it was at this point I realized that similar to Frodo from Lord of the Rings, we too have journeyed to the depths of Mordor and back in these past 4 years at GHS. But although he was constantly carrying the future of all of Middle-earth in his tiny hands, Frodo cannot alone take all the credit for eventually making it to Mordor, and neither can we. Because, like Frodo, we all had a core group of lovable misfits, diligently watching out for the Nazguls that were in search of the precious ring. Or, in our case, the narcs that are constantly on the prowl for cell phones and nutrition. Almost as if they were paid extra for each confiscated iPhone. Just as Frodo had Sam to carry him to the top of Mount Doom when his legs got weary, so we had that responsible friend. The one who actually paid attention in physics class and spent hours patiently explaining momentum to us with salt and pepper shakers so that we could pass one of Mr. Liao's tests. Hey, Mr. Liao. And similar to how Frodo could count on the sage wizard Gandalf to defend him from the fiery Balrog monster, so we had Mr. Bicker to tell us... Give it up, come on! There we go. So we had Mr. Bicker to tell us for the 100th time his story about when he bought a car for $20. Thus, heroically sparing us from the monotony of the day's classwork. So, I would like to dedicate this speech to the Sams and the Gandalfs, to the real heroes of the story, to you family, you teachers, you administrators, and lastly, to us fellow classmates. Because, whether or not we know it, each and every one of us has played a major role in helping someone else finally get to Mordor these past 4 years. So how have you helped your Frodo? Whether you lent them your cell phone when they dropped their iPhone in the toilet again, didn't laugh at them for weeping like a baby at the end of Benjamin Button, or simply gave them half your lunch every day. It is because of you that your Frodo can cast their burden into the flames, and this is what makes you the true hero. Probably the biggest difference between our concluding journey and that of Mr. Frodo is the finality of the ending, rather than 50 minutes of drawn-out scenes in slow motion that merely tease you with the possibility of an actual ending. Our current journey ends right here tonight, but this is not to say that it's the last one for us. We have ahead of us a yet potentially bigger quest, but luckily for us, we don't have to go without our band of trusty Middle-earthians. And this time, we know to wear comfortable walking shoes. And so, as we embark on yet another epic journey, let's take some advice straight from the mouth of Sage Wizard Gandalf himself. First, never wear anonymous glowing jewelry. Second, never look a fiery talking mountain in the eye. And third, always take the road less traveled, since there will probably be fewer orcs there. Thank you guys so much. Live long and prosper.